Um, Hello all. Welcome to a different type of video. But very recently I have painted a bunch of wooden railway models because I've had them for the longest time ever, and I decided, you know what, these guys have been through enough torture. Why not just make all new models for them? So I figured, why not show them off, make it a little bit of popularity or whatever. So, I guess we'll get into it. First off, I want to show off all the rolling stock I have. It is like so much. Just a bunch of random Braille stuff that I just painted gray because I thought it looked cool. I'm not mistaken by that. And Toad. That one was done a long time ago and I never redid him because I think he's perfect. Alright. First piece of torture. First torture victim, rather. Thomas. So, this one is like the newest one of all of them I've gotten. And I got him like 2017, I want to say. Maybe even earlier. Also, I suck at painting. This will be pretty obvious. As for the NWR blue, why it looks so atrocious, that is because I had a lack of blue paint that was anything good. So what I did was I just took it and then a bunch of other colors and just mixed them together just to see what would come up, and this did. Yeah. This one, stripes are pretty mid. Face is okay. I cannot paint eyebrows for the life of me, so I didn't end up doing any of them. Also, yeah, I noticed that there is a little bit of black paint on the face. Womp womp. So, yeah. That is our first torture victim. Next is Henry, because I can't afford an Edward. Or, I never had one. So, I figured why not just... I'm gonna try seeing if I can get an Edward at some point. But... yeah, this is Henry. He is a 2003 model. Him and Gordon's front were the oldest things I've got from this collection. No, I didn't feel like painting the wheels on this one because originally they looked like they were perfectly fine. Like, match-wise, they were the same. So I thought, you know what? They will be pretty similar. No need to change them. Yeah, that's a huge lie. But, too late. This one's pretty okay. Stripes are way too wide. Now for the tender. This is a James tender, just because it is longer than Gordon and Henry's tenders, at least the ones I had. Also, this one, the chassis originally came off of it, so yeah. Currently being held under some glue. Also, originally for all of them, they had been painted like so many times. So what I did was I just set them all in the bathtub, hoping that the paint would like wash off or whatever. For James's tender, it decided to cave in like that, or Henry's tender now. So yeah, that's why it's all like that. But whatever. Alright, now for one that I believe is the best of this bunch. Gordon. Like I said, it was with Henry. This is the first model, one of the first models I got. This is a 2003 Gordon with Emily's tender, because I believe it suits the A1 style of Gordon more. Like I said, with the Thomas NWR blue, it just doesn't... that's the best I could do with all of the colors I had. eyes are very small. That wasn't intentional. That was just me taking 2 dots and putting them on a paintbrush. Didn't feel like doing the buffers on this one, I noticed. Footplate is just whatever color I felt like putting it. Some of them it's whatever color their main body is, but then for one like Thomas, it's black. If you can see that. Originally I was going to add like a builder's plate or something on Gordon, but I ended up not because I needed the gold paint for the windows and numbers and stuff. Might redo that cab. Just the blue paint on there just looks weird. Alright, yeah. Here's the tender. Oh, for all of my tender engines, I always have it set there as a black back on the locomotive itself, and then a black front on the tender. For a couple reasons. One of them is just so that way I know where the front of the tender is, because for some of them it's hard to tell. And then and also because it's, I believe, a little bit more realistic. So yeah, Gordon, I believe, is the best one. I just like how the tender suits him. I do have an Emily somewhere. Oh, I can see her. She's away from the set, but I hate Emily so much, so I'm perfectly fine with giving her no tender. Next is probably my least favorite. James. This James, first of all, it's a knockoff, so like if I took Henry and tried, the couplings are backwards. So yeah. James's tender was originally a Gordon's tender, because like I said, Gordon's tender was a lot shorter than James's tender. Like, here's a comparison. I can do this in front of the camera. They're lined up wheel to wheel. So that's why I gave Henry James's tender, and James got Gordon's tender. I have James's tender, or Henry's tender somewhere around here. I just don't really plan on using it. Red paint was something. It's the same one that I used for like the lining and stuff. Just this one somehow got brighter. Gold stripes here. I ended up doing a black foot plate because I decided I like that more. Might actually be some ideal. Not sure yet. Blue wheel arches with my horrible drawing skills. The 5 here was put way too low. So I'm probably gonna redo that someday. Don't know why that's there, but you know, whatever. The wheels look awful. Everything here just made it best. Actual somewhat decent 5. And then you have the black thing. Except with other models like Henry, it's reversed, so if I ever do get a new James, I'm gonna have to get a tender with it. Unless I feel like redoing this and putting the front back there and then back here. Alright. Next is what I'm trying to say is Percy, but he's not really Percy. He's a Luke model. Reason for that, I never actually got a Percy. Actually, if you give me just a second, if I can find it. This is the closest thing I've had to a windrow like Percy. Just the shell of the motorized, and I originally had the entire thing, but lost the rest of it. So yeah, this is a roll and whistle Luke, so I actually got to take the chassis off to paint this. I was going to try modifying the face to see if I can get it to look more Percy style, but I just ended up going with whatever. That's supposed to be the 6, that's supposed to be builder's plate. Should have probably done like a name board or something like right there. nothing really else to say about this one. It's mid at best. Percy. Getting a new Percy changed to my top priority after we get more Rolling Star. Alright, so I don't have Toby, Doug, Donald, or Douglas, but I do remember getting an Oliver. So, obviously that one's been through some torture, because, not sure if I said this before or not, but Oliver's like my most consistent favorite character. He's not my absolute favorite character, but he's always up there. Face is awful, because, you know, I can't paint eyes for the life of me. Once again, wheels weren't painted just like Henry's because I thought it was good. Didn't feel like doing GWR, so I just put a gold circle right there. And then an 11. Black running board because it looks cool. Didn't do windows on this one, just the whistle. Same thing on the other side. Once again, no windows, nothing, just the buffers. There is like one more engine to show, and it is the best one of all time. Nothing can say otherwise. It is a Paxton model that I decided I was going to torture, because I got this one the same year I got Thomas, but basically I decided just to paint it with a mix of black and red, just all around. I thought it'd be funny, and it is. So, excuse the layout looking poorly. It's like the best I could do with my resources. So yeah, that's basically everything. I might do like a crash comp with these fellers one day. I'm gonna try to see if I can get more rolling stock because my birthday is coming up soon. So it's gonna be like it's late next month. So hopefully we could get something. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. See ya.